Hey everyone, it's Ryan here with the Lord of the Rings card game. So welcome to the video. What I'm going to be showing today is a much hated quest, Into Ithilien. This is the second quest from the Heirs of Numenor box. And I'm actually going to be playing it on Nightmare mode because I think if you can beat this one on Nightmare mode, you can definitely beat it in normal mode. So the heroes I've chosen for this quest are Amarthiul, Thurindir and Damrod. So they are all the Dunedain and Ranger heroes. And this deck is a variation of a Dunedain Trapper's deck. We have Amarthiul, who benefits from being engaged with enemies, and Damrod, who helps us to keep enemies engaged without them being threatening by attaching traps to them and weakening them. And then my third hero is the newest hero, Thurindir, who is the side quest oriented hero. So he gets +1 willpower for each side quest in the victory display. But the reason I'm running him in this deck is because he lets you tutor for gather information on turn 1. And first of all, I think that's really powerful because gather information lets you get any card that you want from your deck. And he guarantees that you can do that in setup. So if you can clear that early on in the game, it really helps you to get your combos set up. I apologise that the image for him is so small. I had to use FFG's image for the card. But the other thing that's nice about him in this quest is actually you can use him to get a non-battle and siege quest out on turn 1. And what that does is cripple the effect of the Southron Company. They're really threatening. While the current quest has the Battle or Siege keyword, they get +2 threat and +2 attack. And that one, that location that starts in play makes their engagement cost 0. So effectively you're dealing with a 5 attack enemy on turn 1 if you can't clear this road. But of course, if we've got a side quest in play that doesn't have battle or siege, then we can stick that one down, quest on it, perhaps not clear it, and that will allow us to get rid of this without incurring the +2 threat of those. So that's basically the plan here. Another thing that I found when testing this deck against this quest is that the Dunedain are actually good at it because they are good at everything. You can quest well with some of the willpower allies. There are a couple of allies that have insane attack values once you get a few enemies engaged. And then lastly, you've got the Guardian of Arnor, who can get to insane defense levels in this quest, and that really helps on the last stage when you're siege questing. So he gets +1 defense for each enemy engaged with you. Once you get about 3 or 4 enemies out, he'll be questing for 4 or 5. And also the effect of the Nightmare mode card is that you've got this Mumak Elite that comes into play when you get to the 4th stage, and of course the 4th stage is the siege quest, so you actually get another enemy guaranteed that can help to boost up your questers. So looking at my starting hand, I'm pretty happy with this. I've got Henemarth Riversong, who's really helpful in solo because he's going to let us control the game by looking at the top card of the encounter deck every turn, and there's nothing in this quest that can affect him, so that's why I chose him here. And I've also got a couple of questers, 2 willpower questers, and they're useful on the first turn to help us bust through this road, which we really want to clear quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab gather information using Thurindir's setup action, search your deck for a side quest and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So we've done that, and then the quest card reads add Kelador to the staging area, so he's there. We get this free ally who we don't control, but while he's in the staging area he's committed to the current quest, so he's going to be adding 2 willpower here. But if we quest unsuccessfully, or if we lose a character of any kind, he's going to get a damage. And if he leaves play, remove him from the game. And if he does leave play, when you get through 1B, as we'll see in a second, you have to go to 2A. But you can actually skip 2A if you've got Kelador. Okay, so search the encounter deck for a copy of Ithilien Road and make it the activation. That's done. Each player must search the encounter deck for a copy of Southron Company and add it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. So you saw that I'd already done that. The reason being that always happens. It's not like reveal an encounter card which can affect the starting hand you might choose. You always keep your starting hand, then you do this, but we know it's going to be a Southron Company. So we've shuffled that up as well. So we'll flip the quest card. Okay, so this is a battle quest, so we have to use our attack instead of willpower. And as I said just now, if we complete that stage with Keldor in the staging area, we advance to stage 3A, bypassing stage 2, and that's something we want to do, because here it says, when quest stages 2A or 4A are revealed, add one of the previously set aside copies of Mumak Elite to the staging area. So we could handle that potentially, but it's 7 attack, and we don't really want to be tanking that for 3 turns, because we're a trap-oriented deck. It's a slow control deck, we don't quest it very much, so we don't want to be dealing with that every turn. So let's start the first turn. Okay, Coney on a trap, that's not too bad. That'll help us if we have to engage something nasty like one of those Morgul spiders. I think here, because I can quest for 2, 4, 6, I'm going to play down Gather Information, and I may as well also play down The Storm Comes as well. And I think of the allies that I've got, I think I'm going to play down Quick Beam, and I'll deal a damage to him to ready him. And then we'll quest for 2, 4, 6, 8 on Gather Information, so it's a willpower quest. And we're up against 1 at the moment. So we reveal 1. Okay, Ithilien Overlook, that's a horrible, horrible card. We need to get rid of it as quickly as possible. It's got archery 2 on it, and when assigning archery damage to a character, you must continue assigning archery damage to that character until that character is destroyed, or there is no more archery damage to assign. So effectively what that means is, if you start to build up, you get to archery 4 or 5, you're going to be losing heroes, because you plonk it on an ally, and then you have to plonk it on somebody else. It really creates a lot of problems for you. Anyway, here we've got 4 against our 8, so we get 4 progress, just exactly what we need to clear the Ithilien Road. And so we'll travel to the Ithilien Overlook. And then we've got this Southron Company here. Ordinarily I would take them down, but I'm a little bit concerned about my ability to tank them. Probably could handle them for a couple of turns, but really what I want here is a forest snare, and we don't have it yet. So I think I will not take them down just yet, so we'll just refresh. And we also had archery 2 to deal out there, so we have to do it to 1 character, so we'll do 2 damage to Damrod. Okay, so we drew Heir of Numenor, not really helpful at this point because we don't have 2 enemies. We don't have a lot of enemies engaged. So I think I'll pay 1 for Henemarth. And he's going to let us control the game by looking at the top card. Okay, so we've got another Southron Company in there. Ideally, I would like to have Ranger Spikes to capture them, but I don't have them. So what I'll do instead is I'll play down these nets, and that'll let us draw a card when they're revealed. So we'll go and Gather Information again, and we'll quest for 2, 4, 6, 8 with Keldor. Reveal the company. Trapped in there, draw a card. Okay, Daron's Runes, not too bad. So we're against 2, and we had 8, so we get 6 progress. So 4 on the Overlook and 2 on Gather Information. And then these guys, because they've got that on them, I'm kind of tempted to bring them down. So we'll bring those guys down, get the threat out of there, and we'll defend it with a Amarthiul. Plus X, X is that enemy's archery value. Well, they don't have archery, so they're attacking for 1, don't do any damage, and refresh. Alright, Fornos Bowman, that's good, because when we get to the battle stage, he'll be doing a lot. So let's use Henemarth, see what we're going to be against. Okay, Morgul Spider, that's very, very nasty. He gets +1 attack for each character not currently committed to a quest, so I want to keep the Coney for him. But I'd like to find a forest snare, so let's see if we can try to find a Master of the Forge here. Oh, even better, we've got a Ranger Spikes which we can capture that spider in, so that's really good. I need to get rid of a card though here. I think I'm going to get rid of tough choice, maybe the Sentry. It's draw, but I'll be able to get Master of the Forge soon with Gather Information, so I'll probably chuck that, I think. Okay, and then we'll play down the Ranger Spikes because we know what's coming. So that means we can kind of hold back a little bit on our questing too. So he's going to be questing for 2, and that's going to be 1 with 1. So we're going to be up against 2. So we've got 2 from him, and we need 2 on gather information, so I think we can just quest with Damrod here. So we're questing for 4, and we reveal the Morgul Spider. He gets plus God knows what attack when revealed. Yep, +1 attack for each character not currently committed to a quest, so that would be +3, so he would be 7, which is really, really nasty, but he's trapped. Lucky for us, so we'll draw a card as well because we attached a trap to an enemy. So we got a guardsman. It's going to be useful to hold off some enemies for a while till we get some forest snares. So we get our 2 progress on gather information, add that to the victory display, and we'll go into our deck and we can tutor for any card we want, which is, as I said earlier, is really, really powerful. So normally I would probably go and get Amarthiul for a nightmare quest like this. But here I want to find some forest snares, so I could just grab one of those. I think instead I'm going to grab a Master of the Forge because we're holding this guy off perfectly fine right now. So nothing to travel to. And then encounter phase, I'm thinking about taking these guys down. Once I get 2 enemies onto me, the deck starts to ramp, so I'm going to engage them. And we'll pay 1 for a coney and a trap. So they're not going to attack us this turn. So we'll get shadow cards. So we only need to deal with this one. So I'm not too sure about this rule. I think here the current quest card would probably have nothing. I don't know if you clear a side quest, does the quest default back to the main quest? I presume it does. Let's play it that way. So let's imagine they've got 3. What are we going to do? We'll block it with Amarthiul. Okay, nothing, so no damage. And then we could attack them back actually and kill them. But I want to keep them around, so I think I'll just do 3 damage to them. Soften them up, maybe later on we might need to kill them for some reason. So refresh. Okay, we drew a snare, that's good. So what we'll do is we'll pay 2 and we'll play the Master of the Forge, and we'll look at the top 5 cards of our deck, see what we get. Okay, we've got Dunedin Warning, that's useful, +1 defense, and I can move that around if I want to. Then I'll pay my other 2 lore resources to trap that guy, so he's out of the game, and we draw a card. Okay, we can't actually use that this turn because we don't have any lore resources left. So because we're engaged with 2 enemies, Amarthiul actually gets 1 more money, so he's on 5. So I'm going to pay 2 for that one, and then I'm going to use it, and I will pay 1 to get out the bowman. And he's really good because now he's attacking for 3 with ranged, and that's going to be really useful on the battle quest. Okay, let's use Amarthiul, see what the card's going to be. Okay, that's bad. Mumak. Nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. So what we'll do is we just have to leave it in the staging area and quest past it. So I think we'll quest on the storm comes. And we will quest 4. We're going to be up against 5. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, because he's questing for 3 now. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm thinking maybe him as well. I've only got to defend this one, so we'll add him in 2. So we've got 10. We reveal the Mumak, so we get up against 5 in there. So we get 5 progress, and that goes on the storm comes. So while that quest in the victory display, the first ally played by each player each round does not require a resource match. So that's going to allow us to play some spirit allies that we have in the deck. So we'll add that to the victory display, and Thurindir goes up to 4. And then we're not going to engage that Mumak because it's horrendous and it's got 7 attacks, so we really need to get a decent blocker out before we can deal with that. So we will just refresh, I think. Oh no, sorry, we've got an attack to deal with. So Amarthiul will defend this. I think they're attacking for 3 again. Nothing, and that's a really nice card to get rid of. Southron support, because it's horrible. Doom 3. And then this one's not going to attack us, but let's have a look at what the card is. Okay, Obsidian Arrows, that's another good one to get rid of. Horrible archery, treachery. Okay, refresh. New turn, we'll give a resource to Amarthiul. So I think before I do anything else, I'm going to see what the card is. Okay, dense thickets. So that's going to be 2 threat and 8 progress, which is pretty nasty. Let's go and find an attachment. Okay, for ranger spikes or nets. I think we probably always want to take the spikes, really. And then we will play some defensive stuff on Amarthiul. I play that one down as well. And I don't think there's anything else to do here, really. We're battle questing. He's going to be questing for 3, which is quite nice. This Mumak, what are we going to do about it? 7 attacks. So eventually Amarthiul can actually defend for 6. And our Guardians of Arnor can come out and defend for quite a lot once we get them into play. We can also play Coney in a trap to deal with it. So that's something else we can consider, but right now we're battle questing, so we're going to be against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We reveal this, so we get 5 progress. And then I think we'll travel there, because we don't want this stuff to build up. We can't engage that, so combat phase, this doesn't attack, so we've got this one to defend. He's attacking for 3. Deal 1 damage to the defending character, that's pretty nasty. Nothing to attack back with, so we'll refresh. Okay, Darren's runes, Amarthiul gets another resource. So what we would like here probably is another attacker, a Haradrim Elite. Okay, so that means we'll just play a range of spikes into the staging area, and they will also be out of the game. So we just need to deal with 1 attack from them. And then we'll go and look at the top 5. Okay, Dunedin Remedy, that's really good because that's the healing we need to counteract some of these damage effects. So we'll play that one down on Amarthiul. And we'll heal him for 1. And then I think we'll probably... let's play... I think we'll play the Guardsman, and that will stop this guy from attacking us. So we can use Amarthiul to defend the Elite now, and he's going to be defending for 5. So this guy, I've got the shout card. Oops. Put that back on there, and we want to look at that one. Oh, goodness me. Just get rid of it. Okay, it was a lost companion. So we're going to be looking at 1, 2, 6 in there. We don't need to defend anything, so we can quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 2 from Kelador, so we've got 12. So these guys are revealed. They bust in the trap, and we draw a card. And then when they enter play, they make an immediate attack from staging area against us. So we'll defend that one with Amarthiul. Okay, remove X progress from the current. X progress tokens from the current quest, where X is the attacking enemy's threat. So they'll actually be -2 threat, so we can lose 1 progress, which is nice. Okay, so we get 6 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on there. We're not going to take them down. We're certainly not going to take the Mumak down. Although we could chump block it, I suppose. But, you know, we need a way to deal with it every turn. And we can't play any attachments on it, so we're not going to do that. So we will refresh, start a new turn. Okay, another Konya trap. So let's see what the card is. Okay, a Saffron Company. So really, we want another Ranger Spikes here. It'd be nice if we could hit the 3rd copy. We didn't get it, but we did get a Forest Snare, which is almost as good because we can just engage them and keep them snared, so we'll take that one. I'm thinking about playing these Darren's runes. I think I'll save it until I've got something else in my hand that's useless. So now we're going to go for... We'll go all in again, I suppose. We need to defend these guys. So we've got Amarthiul for that, and we can coney those guys because they're 5, and we don't have another good defender yet. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 again. And we reveal the company. We've got 3, so we're against 9, unfortunately. So we get 3, so we get 1, 2, 3. So we've dealt with the dense thickets at least. Then we'll engage these, and they get shadow cards. And then after we engage them, we'll play Coney and a trap. Oh, I think I forgot to give Amarthiul a resource, I just realised. So they're not going to attack us, so we just deal with this one. And we're defending for 5 against 3. Deal 2 damage to the attacking enemy. Well, it's killed it. So that's sort of not helpful, but never mind. So we bring those down, doesn't attack us. This one doesn't attack, it's in a forest snare. So we'll have a look at their shadow card. Another dense thicket's gone, and a savage fray. Okay. So refresh. New turn. Garden of Honor, that's good. Okay, so the first thing we're definitely going to do here is play this snare down on these guys, so they're out of the game effectively. That lets us draw a card. Okay, Gambury Gan, that's good. And then we will look at the top 5, do our Master of the Forge trickery. Ooh, another snare or nets. We'll take the snare because we have a nets already. Shuffle that up, let's see what the card's going to be. Okay, a marksman, so while that's got battle, he gets +2 threat and gains archery 2, so that's a 4 threat dude coming out. He should have got an extra resource. So I think here we want to use Heirs of Numenor, and we'll pay 1 for the Guardian of Honor. And Gambury Gan's not doing a lot right now really, but he can quest for 1. So let's do that, let's play him. And he'll be good when there's an active location in the next stage. And we can also play the nets on him. So I think we probably just want to forest snare him really. We're not going to be on this stage for too much longer. So no point putting him in nets. He's only got +2 threat. And we don't need to deal with either of these guys. So quest will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 again. And we're going to be against, there's 6 in there, +4. So we're going to be against 10, it's pretty bad. I think we need a little bit more. We can use Amarthiul to defend him. So we'll put in the Guardian of Honor as well. So he's revealed. We get 3 progress. And then we'll engage him. We're not going to waste this Coney and a trap on him. So shadow cards, we've got archery 2 to deal out. So we'll go 1. We don't want to do that to Amarthiul. 2, I think. And then we'll pay 1 from Amarthiul to move the remedy to Damrod. And heal him for 1. And we can figure out what to do that next turn. Okay, so these guys aren't going to attack us, so we'll just have a look at their shadow cards. There's another Ithilien overlook, that's gone, that's good. Okay, this guy we're defending with Amarthiul for 5. Shadow effect is excess damage dealt by this attack. Well, there won't be any, so that's good. And then attacking back. Oh, I forgot to quest with Gambury Gan, I just noticed, so that was a mistake. So we can't attack back. So we'll refresh, see what we get. Okay, Heirs of Numenor. So now's a good time to play the Darren's Rune. So we get +1 on Amarthiul. This guy's now attacking for 4, so he's going to be siege questing for a lot more. We'll go 1, 2, and we'll trap him. Let's just draw 1. Okay, a remedy, that's nice. We will do our Master of the Forge. We will take... Ooh, I think we'll take the warning just to get that finished off. And we'll play the remedy onto Thurindir. And the warning onto Amarthiul. So he's going to go to 7. And What I would like to get is one of those green questers. Didn't get it, unfortunately. So I'll chuck away Heir of Numenor. So none of these guys are going to do anything. He does have archery too, though, so let's see what the card's going to be. Alright, another one of those, blimey. Alright, so we'll play the nets on them. And we're going to quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we want to bring those down. So we got 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Requested for 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at the moment. We'll put a little bit more in. So we're going to do 2, 4 more. That'll give us 5 progress, so we'll be very close to completing it. So we reveal these guys, they get trapped, draw a card. So we get 5 progress, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll engage them. Deal out some shadow cards. So it's attacking for 3. Defend with Amarthiul for 6. Nothing. And he's got archery 2. So we'll do 1, 2. No other archery out there. And then attacking back. Nothing to attack with, really. Don't think we really want to kill them anyway. The more we've got on us, the better this guy is right now. And the better this guy is. We could even take down the Mumak. He's tanking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a possibility in future. Okay, refresh. Strider's Path. That's going to be really useful if we happen to get an Ithilien Overlook this turn. So let's see what we're going to get. Okay, Ithilien Road. So same difference. We can get rid of it quickly. It's going to be very useful to get rid of that. So we'll thin our deck a little more. There's a Destroyer, that's going to be useful. So he should get an extra resource, so we're going to play both of these down on him. So 1, 2, and this one. 1, 2. Move these guys over. Oh, these shadow cards should get discarded. Oops. Hate that. Put that one back. Discard it. Okay, Lost Companion. Howling Wargs. Cornwall Fields. So we need to worry about this guy. So we're not going to play anything else. So I think we just need to quest for, let's see what we're going to have. That's going to be made Strider's Path immediately. So we're going to have 4, 5, 6 in there. Well, they're saying that maybe it's a waste of a Strider's Path because the next quest stage, actually, they don't make engagement checks in anyway. So we don't really care about that. So what we'll do is we won't waste it on that. We'll let that go into the staging area. So we're going to be against 10. So he's going to be questing for 5. And we'll have this guy questing for 2. So we need to get another 5. That's right. So do 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's take him out and put him in instead. So that gives us 12. And then we reveal the road. 4, 5, 9, 10. So we get 2 progress, and that's exactly what we need to progress. So we skip 2A because we've got Calador in the staging area still. And we go to 3A, which is the hidden way. So we're going on the hidden path. When revealed, the first player takes control of all ranger objectives in the staging area. So he comes down. He's on our side now. We can do stuff with him. Enemies do not make engagement checks and cannot be option engaged, so that's a perfect time to travel there because it's not going to affect us. And then combat phase, these guys get shadow cards. His archery is gone now because it doesn't have battle. So the only one we need to deal with is this one, so we'll just quickly look at the shadow cards. Morgul Spider, Haradrim Elite, and a Wargs, that's nasty. Alright, so this one is attacking for 3. We'll go on Amarthiul and ready him. And we'll see what it is. Yep, Fields doesn't do anything. So no damage there. I would kill them, but I think it's better to keep them engaged because we can tank these Mumacs then when they come down. So let's take a new turn. Okay, Master the Forge. Let's see what the card's going to be. Alright, Haradrim Captain. That's really bad. He's horrible. So what we can do is engage it with Mablung next round and kill it off. So here what we'll do is we'll go for an attachment. Okay, Ranger Spikes. Let's do the nets and we'll capture them in some nets. That'll be helpful for us. So we'll shuffle that up. And then we'll play that one down into the staging area. So they're going to be the ones that are revealed. So he's going to come in a second. Now we need to think about what we're going to quest with. Because he's questing for willpower, so the Ithilien Road is giving him 4. So we're definitely going to quest with him. I don't think we want to quest with anything else right now. Or rather, I don't think we want to play anything else. We've got plenty of stuff. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. What we're going to be against? 1, 5, 6, 10. So we only bust through this really. The longer this goes on for, it is nasty. But we do want to get these Guardians of Arnor down. They help us to siege for a lot. So we're not going to quest with this guy. We're going to use him to try and kill that. Oh no, that's next turn. Hang on. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's get some progress. 12, 14, 15, 16. So that looks good to me. So this guy is revealed. Boom, straight into the nets, draw a card. Okay, Guardsman. So he's not going to do anything, but he does add 4. So we get 6 progress. We get 4 on the road and 2 on the hidden way. We can't bring it down. So these guys get shadow cards. And this one is going to attack us. Block with Amarthiul, as always. Nothing. So I'll have a look at these. Haradrim Captain, Marksman, Thurindir, goodbye. Don't want to see you again. Okay, refresh for another turn. See what we draw. Octagon catches up. Okay, so let's do some healing. Oh, actually, there was archery 3, I've just realised. So we need to do 1, 2, 3. And now we'll swap the remedy around. So we'll move that one to him for 1. And that's going to heal him for 1. And then we'll pay 1 to move it back. Just going to heal him for 1. We'll move it to Amarthiul for 1, which heals him for 1. And then we move it back, heal him for 1. Move Thurindir's, so it costs him 1. Move that one there, heals him. Take 1 off of him, that heals him. Okay, that's fine for now. I think we want to look at the card. Alright, so Ithilien Guardian, that's pretty good. He's going to get Surge though, so it's not going to be clear what we're going to be up against. So let's see if we have an attachment in there. I think we've probably got them all now. Oh no, there's an Overlandel, so we get it out of the deck just to thin it down a bit more. Okay, let's play Mablung for 2. And because we've got the Storm Comes in the victory display, we can use Amarthiul's resources for that. And I can engage an enemy or return it to a staging area. So that's not an optional engagement, I think. It's just an engagement. So I'm going to bring down this captain. We'll put Mablung over here. So he's still going to do archery 2, but we can actually kill the guy now is the difference. And that's all we're going to do. So now willpower questing. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See what we get. Okay, we revealed the Ithilien Guardian. So we go up to 14. And we get another card that surges into another captain. Great. So now we've got archery 6 in the staging area, which is really, really nasty. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 10 against our 14, so we get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can't engage him. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, sure. So we've got a buttload of archery to deal out now. And these have all got +2 defense, which is pretty nasty. So start with the combat phase. We'll deal out their shadow cards. So archery 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who doesn't quest very well? 6. There we go. All right. So let's defend the company with Amarthiul, and we'll get rid of that one shadow card. Okay, +1, +X. X is that enemy's archery value. It doesn't have archery, so that does nothing. And then that one is attacking for 2. We can also defend that with him. That's not going to do anything. So we really want to kill this guy now. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's got 4 defense. 5 defense, sorry. -2, so he's 3. So that's 3 damage. +3 damage from Amarthiul is going to kill him. So that's that one gone. So we'll refresh now. Come on, draw a Guardian of Numenor. Ugh. Well, let's see if we have an attachment left in there. I don't think we do. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah, let's do Gondorian Fire. So we'll shuffle that up, and we'll see what the card's going to be. Oof. That would have been a good one to get out the Heradrim Elite and get them into a range of spikes, but we didn't do that, unfortunately. These should all go, by the way. Forgot that again. Okay, lots of locations. So we'll play that one on Amarthiul, who should have another resource as well. Wish there was a way to just give him 2 resources a turn. Maybe there is. There's not really any use for these Strider's Pass right now. So nothing to play here. We'll save this one for a Mumak. So now we probably want to heal these guys, so we'll move that one there. And that's going to heal 1, cost him 1 now. Move it back, cost him 1, heal 1. Do it again, move it back, heal 1, and then move it back to heal 1. It's really resource intensive, but their lore resources aren't doing much else at this point of the game. So now questing, we know what we're going to be up against, Doom 3, so we really need to get through this now. We're against 4, 5, 6, 10. So let's try our best. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 against 10 is only going to give us 3. We're not going to kill anything, so we'll do that. Gives us 4, so we need 2 more turns. I could get another one with Amarthiul, but that's really dodgy. Especially since we're going to be taking on a captain and a Mumak if we do that, plus whatever this reveals. So we'll do that. We'll reveal this one. Southron support, Doom 3. We have to go and find an enemy. So what do we want to go and find? We're definitely not going to take that. I think we probably... He's not doing a lot. So he's only 2 threat. So I think I'll take him. Shuffle that up. So that's another 2 in there. So we get 2 progress. We're getting a bit stuck here, unfortunately. We need to find those questers. We've been a bit unfortunate. Oh, we've also got another 2, so I miscalculated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 14, 16. So we should get another 2 progress. So next turn we're definitely going to do it. We can't engage this, so we've got archery 4 to deal out. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've got these guys engaged. Amarthiul will defend this one. Nothing. Ready him. Get rid of that. Just look at them. Alrighty, nothing there. And then I think we'll attack that one. We'll do 3 wounds to it. Soften it up. We might need to kill it next turn. Okay, here we go. Here comes the end game. So we've finally drawn one of those guys. We know there's a range of spikes in here. So let's see if we can find it. Yep, there it is. I can't believe all 3 of those are at the bottom of the deck. That's just insane. So we'll go Heirs of Numenor and play this one for nothing. And then, let's see, these guys can siege quest next turn. We want to see what the card's going to be. If it's an enemy, I'm putting in spikes. Okay, look, Ithilien Overlook, so we want to get through that. So what are we against? 2, 6, 7, 8, 12 again. And we only need 2 progress plus 4, so we need 18 ideally. Otherwise we're going to lose some characters. So we need to quest hard here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He'll be questing for 3, so that's 11. Because when I make that the active location, his willpower will go up. And we need 18, so that's 11. 13, and we got 2 from that guy, so that's 15. And another one from Mablung, and the Andrath Guardsman, so we get 18. We reveal the Ithilien Overlook, and we'll play that Strider's Path that we've had sitting around for half an hour, which will make it the active location, boosting him to 3. So we clear it, thank goodness, and we also get the 2 we need on there. So we go to 4A, this is the big one. Alright, so when that is revealed, add one of the previously set aside copies of Mumak Elite to the staging area. Boom, that comes down. And then we go to travel phase, nothing to travel to, and then encounter phase, we are going to engage pretty much everything. So this one comes down, followed by this one, then this one, and last of all, that one. So they all stay in there. Alright, so that's pretty beefy. So what are we going to do about all that? That's the question. First of all, we're going to play Coney in a Trap onto the Mumak Elite. So that one is not going to attack us, so we'll just look at its shadow card and get rid of it. So I remember that. And then we've got archery 1, which we'll put on to, let's see, we don't want anybody to die on the siege quest. I think I'm going to kill Henamarth because I can replay him next turn. So he can take that. And then we've got some serious defending to do, so we've got 4 attacks to defend, and ideally I'd like to kill one of these guys. So he's coming in for 7, and this guy's defending for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is insane. Let's see, Amarthiul can kill that one, so that would be nice. So let's defend the Mumak with this. Nothing, so he's just defending a Mumak and taking no damage, which is just crazy. Yeah, he's defending for 8. And then this guy is +2 attack, and allies cannot be declared as defenders, so we're going to use a Amarthiul on him, and we'll get rid of his shadow card. There we go. That's good. So reveal this one. Okay, that's nothing. And then Amarthiul can defend that one to get rid of his shadow card. That's a bit annoying. So that doesn't do any damage. And then finally we'll defend that one with the Guardian of Arnor. And then attacking back, we'll trigger Gondorian Fire. So he's going to be 13 attack. And we can kill that captain outright, I think. We need 10 to kill it. So we'll get rid of that. And then this guy's attacking for a crazy amount. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. And we'll do that to the Mumak Elite. So that puts 3 wounds on it. Because why not? We may as well. Alright, refresh. Alright, Storm 4th Century, that's good. So he's going to get another resource. This is the last turn. Because if we go another turn, we probably lose. So we'll do 1 for Henemarth. And look at the card. Oof, that's a nasty one. So if that surges into itself, we could be in big trouble. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Let's see how many are in the discard pile. Okay, there's one of them, so, and there's one about to be revealed, so that means there's one more in the encounter deck somewhere. So we could potentially take 2 damage to all our questers. So what we want to figure out here is, can we get through this? I think the first thing we want to do is play the Storm 4th Century for free, and that lets us draw 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've drawn our whole deck now. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, and we'll play this guy. And then we'll do 1, 2 for the Guardsman, and we'll stop that Mumak attacking us. And then we'll do another 1, 2, and we'll stop that Mumak attacking us. And then we've got nothing else to do really. So I think we'll pay 1. No, we won't, because he's going to take damage, so there's no point questing with a Master of the Forge right now. There's no archery, and hopefully there won't be any. I'll play this Ranger Spikes in case we get an enemy. And then I'll move that remedy to him to heal him for 1. And then questing, we're going to quest for a lot. So we'll do... these guys are going to be questing for 8 apiece. So we'll quest for 24 with those guys. Plus 2 from the Ranger in the staging area. Plus 2 from Kalador. He's going to take a wound though. We can do 1 from him and 1 from him, as he doesn't have wounds, so we can do 1 from him, so we have 3 there. He'll die. He won't die unless we get another blocking wargs. So we're questing for 32 against 1, 2 at the moment. So I'd be amazed if there's anything that can stop us. We reveal 1 card, which is that. Deal 1 damage to each character committed to the quest. Okay. And we reveal another card. Okay, Ithilien Overlook. That's fine. So that adds 3. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 32 against 5. Let's just double check. These guys questing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 apiece. So that's 24, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So we get a whopping 27 progress. So we did it. So there we go. So that was Nightmare Into Ithilien with a Dunedain deck, which is really well suited to this quest, it turns out, because the more of these horrible enemies you get on you and you keep around, the better you are when you get to the end of the quest. You can really bust that by super questing with these guys. These are insane here. So thank you very much for watching the video, and please subscribe to the channel and look out for more videos in future.